Welcome, folks. I'm back. This is a continuation of part two of the IIci Reloaded board. Um, got a lot done earlier today and gonna continue doing some more work on it now. Had some good people in the chat earlier and very participating and very enjoyable. So I do gotta say thank you for those people. Now this chip is stuck and I need to get it loose. There you go. Anyway, what I have done is I've taken a lot of stuff off of the old board and I have them here. All of these things, I've taken all the crystal, the power switch, the LED. I already took off the 3 chips that I need also, the 3 main ones that I still need to put on. I took off the 2 power connectors, things that I need. The other ones, I have ADB and some of these other things over here already, so I'm not too worried about that. I have plenty of those. I don't know who's gonna join in, who's gonna get the message saying that I'm here. I am streaming. I did not get to go to the pharmacy to get my meds that I needed, but anyway, I can do that tomorrow because I gotta go to town anyway tomorrow morning, so I can do that tomorrow morning. So now let's see if we can figure out where all these crystals go. Okay, that's the 31. That's the 40. So we're gonna start putting some of these crystals in. Yeah, because I really don't need to. The other stuff is fairly simple. Let me clean up some mess here. So this is my first IIci board I'm doing. If you haven't watched part 1, this is for a person by the name of Stephen, all the way in Tasmania, Australia. Amazing, huh? How the board comes all the way to Cayman to get fixed. This is the 31, so yeah, we can go ahead and put that one in. They all gotta get put in anyway, so I might as well just do them as they come, right? So I solder in one leg, then I lift it up and I push in from the other side while I'm heating that leg that I just soldered. That's really to push it in all the way. Which one is this one? The 57. Yep, that one is next. Boy, I've been pulling these in order. A lot of my streaming these days are not pre-notified. I just sit down and start doing work and decide to stream it. Sometimes those are the best videos, the best times. Ah, I do have one person. Welcome. I picked the right one this time. Yeah, oh, good, look at that. Again, I picked the right one. Why do I still have two here? I only have one more than this. I think this is from the other board. I don't have. There's not 2, 3, 4, 5. There's not 6 crystals on this thing. No. So we're continuing our work on the 2CI board. This is a 2CI reloaded. The board is created by Max. Max lives in the UK. It goes by Max111, I think, on GitHub or the different forums and so forth. Don't think he's released the Gerbers yet for this, but I bought some boards from him. He's the same creator that created the Tech Step Reloaded recreation that we teamed up with him to sell, to build and sell. So if you're looking for a Tech Step, we still have 4 of them on our site available for purchase. Come with a case and everything, and all the ROMs are built in. You will need to buy your own iPhone 6 battery because due to shipping regulations, I cannot ship the battery. And you will have to provide your own cables. The cables don't come with it either, but most people that buy a Tech Step have loads of these cables. Dude, I'm getting hungry. Andy, hey, how are you? This one, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 6. Let me see if it's got a code on it. No, this wasn't 6. This is a 4-layer board. He goes by Max1ZZZ on the channels. The old board should say how many layers it is. Should have a mark on it somewhere that says how many. Usually it's in one of the corners. I don't have the Gerber, so I can't really tell you. I can't even upload it for me to find out how many layers it is. It says here 6. It's a 6-layer board, yeah. I found the markings on it. Martin, hello. I'm back, but only for about 20 minutes. Okay. I figure you're probably tired as hell and want to sleep. Okay, so what else can I put on this? I can put the power switch here in the back. I managed to take that off. You see the temp on my soldering iron changed. That's why it's not melting. I could tell that. Tell it changed. I, stupid me, pulled it out way too fast. I haven't eaten dinner yet, and neither has my doggy, so guess we're gonna have a late dinner tonight. Because I want to try to get this board up and working. At least where I can power it on and see. Alright, power switch is on. Put on the LED. I know, I'm doing everything I can to stall putting on those 3 chips. Those 3 chips are gonna kick my ass. I have one cap here that I didn't put on earlier that I need to put on. I'm gonna put this power connector on. Okay. I still got 2 more small little crystals to put on. I'll do those later. The 2 big ones are on. Well, all 5 big ones are on already. I am now down to... I know you're saying I'm stalling from doing those chips. I know. It's raining again outside. More soldering by the man himself. Hey, Retro, how are you? Yeah, I wanna... You know me. I wanna get this board done. Man, it's pouring out there. Those of you that are in Florida, man, please beware with this storm that's coming your way. It's massive. It's gonna be a strong one. I'm just putting in the fuses. I'm gonna solder those in now. Alright, there's one fuse right there. Who else is here? I'm not happy with my soldering iron. No, well, it's just... What else am I gonna do? Am I gonna go watch Rig-IIci TV? Which is about everything on there is to manipulate you and deal with things and that, and nah. Am I gonna sit here and watch other people's videos on YouTube? About sailing and this and that, maybe. I mean, so now let's get these on the bottom backside. That one is okay. Okay, so do a snips now. I told you all I was gonna come back tonight, so I mean, I don't know why this. Although I think I should have done one thing before I started the IIci stream. That was eat something. I'm a bit hungry. They need to make a multicolored PCB with Apple old logo colors. That's a neat idea because I mean PCB. Your favorite one, retro techie. PCB way, like others would say it. Yeah. Don't get me started with that. They can do multicolor PCBs now. All right, so I got the fuses on. All right, shall we tackle these chips? These very difficult chips to solder. So let's go do these first. This is the one by the CPU. I want to check the legs and make sure everything looks good. I got this one leg here that I bent when I was pulling it off. All right, let's flux this up. I mean, I've done smaller versions of these type of chips on my ROM-sim programmer. It uses a chip that's similar to this packaging and these legs. So here I need to have very clean iron, and I'm gonna come a little bit just remember that leg is a little bit bent. That scammer Sean tried getting them to sponsor a video for me. I still wonder what's happening with him. Everything looks good. All right, now we drag it. Apparently, there's still some stuff going on with that. I mean, I don't know the whole scoop. It's very hush hush between certain people. One side done, just like that. This one here, that's a leg that's bent, and I want to push that a bit further away. Okay. They're all soldered. I mean, that's nicely done, I gotta say. Yeah, he'll probably get away with it. He probably will. I mean, people should have questioned some things about him from the beginning. Why you never show your face? Why is this? Why is that? I'm just checking to make sure that they're soldered. What y'all think about this soldering work, huh? Kind of nice, huh? Kind of straightforward and simple, huh? Going pretty well. What do you mean 4 clicks? What do you mean 4 clicks? I didn't say anything clicks. Or someone else. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Martin. Clicks. But again, this soldering here, that's why I use a very high temp. What's happening? Oh, you mean Sean is still putting out videos? Huh. Yeah, but is he using the same name still, or? Let me see if I can get a bit better in there. As soon as I see the solder behaving a bit different, I'm worried that my temp changed, but it's okay. The first one is on. Guys, you're not gonna believe this. I gotta take that chip off. Put it on the wrong orientation. Let me just check something. Let me just check on a website and I just brought my head up and looked at it. I'm like, oh, frutch. That chip is on the wrong way. Yep. I'll have to take it off, but I'll take that off later. Y'all see how the writing is through. I can show it better here. The writing is to this direction. It should be this direction. I didn't turn it enough. Yeah, and I didn't see that. You know what? I should take it off when the solder is still fresh and not too hardened. This shit happens, right? 3 months ago under the same account, huh? Alright, here we go. At least I know soldering this is not that difficult. That was a good practice run. Six people here. Steve Jones, hey. I don't remember last names, but Steve, this ain't your board. You're not the one from Australia. The Steve from Australia, are you? I have your paper over there, but I just don't remember last names. I'm bad with names. I wasn't doing live videos a lot before, but I think I'm going to start doing them a lot more instead of the recorded stuff. Okay, so this is your board. Okay. Those of you in chat, Steve is in the house. This is his board that I just put the chip on backwards. I just need to turn it 45 degrees more. Good thing I caught it now. So, Steve, I'm almost done with this board, and to think of it, I just started it this afternoon after 2 o'clock, and I took a break already, too, so not too bad work. Okay. Got it loose. It's off. Oh. So, Steve, your SE30 is done. It's working nice. And yes, I just looked at the piece of paper with your info on it, and it is Steve Jones. Now I'm gonna remember that. So that's your SA30. Still, did I clean this already? Yeah, this already went through the ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah. So this is already nice and clean and works 100%. Even has the original Borns on it, although with a little bit of toasting done to them, but there's nothing I can do about that. But it's done, it works. So I'm very happy with this SE30 for you. Now, I still have not done anything with the SE though, okay? So I've done a little bit of looking at it here and there, but that's about it. All right, so let me see about cleaning. Stuff is falling over. Yeah, I need to clean them. I need some flux. I need to order some. But Steve, with you over there in Australia, I mean, it's probably about 9 o'clock your time over there now or something, or am I wrong with the time? And you're probably at work or okay, who's leaving? Okay, all right, Martin, we'll see you retro. Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow. Let's see what this board brings me tonight. Need to see about that. Um, I do need to do some things though tomorrow too. I do need to run out again tomorrow morning, but that's just up the road and back. Not as far this time. So Steve, what I'm hoping to do with this board is that I've got these three chips to still put on. Okay. Then I need to put on these four capacitors here. I need to put in four actually memory pieces and the ROM here. I'm not going to worry about this ROM yet. Once I have that in, oh, and I need to put the video port, but I think I have those jacks. Once I have that in, I can turn it on. Oh, okay, it is 10:30. I wasn't too far off. I said 9:30 or so. So you're in my future. I haven't reached the 26th yet. So you're 10:30 a.m. into my future. How does the future look for me? All right, let's try to do this chip again. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see how clean those pads are. Nice, okay. Well, we'll start from here. All right. Let's make sure we turn at the right angle this time. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I like going there to get away from things and step back in time and cheaper. All right, what I'm looking here is to see how these are centered and these here. These are pretty good, but remember, this is that pin that I have bent. So I'm gonna go ahead and solder that one right there because it is centered right now. Then I'm gonna pull the chip a little bit, you see. Pull it that way and this way towards me to recenter these and recenter this one, IIci. Okay, see, so I soldered more now, so now that pin is good. It's not gonna bend out of the way. Turn the board. Come over here to this side now. I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, now one thing I'm gonna do is there's quite a bit of pressure on this contact point right in here now because I pulled it quite a bit. So I'm just gonna heat these back up and they will release their pressure. Even that first one is fine because I'm gonna use this and just heat it up and push it. So now these have no pressure on them. I guess maybe pressure is the wrong word to use. It's more the word tension because of how I was moving it around. I opened up the SVHS player. I was going to attempt to recap. Oh, is that gone? My dog is upset at me because I haven't fed him yet. I haven't fed myself yet, so. I'm not worried about those bridges. They will go away. See? There they go. Alright, what I did there is because I know I had a lot of solder on my tip, and at the beginning it will bridge, but I went ahead and soldered a lot of other pins, and then that took solder away from my tip. Then I went back to my nice little bridge solder reservoir that I had there, and I just picked it up and dragged it along and soldered the rest. So, if you have a bridge at the beginning, don't worry about it. Don't panic. You don't need to. You can clean it up later. And see, and when you're looking at this, if you see like a lot of solder here, but not much here, drag it, okay? Go over here, drag it. The solder will actually flow with you. It will flow with the tip, and you can then actually thin it out. See what I'm doing right now? I was busy thinning that out a bit. See, like right here, that's kind of nasty. But as I thin it out, all right, 3 sides done. I hope you all can see that good. Trying to give you a good view. Okay. I'm gonna give this, that's on good now. I'm gonna give this another brush here. Well, retro techie, at least, I mean, you can find a lot of this old stuff in Canada and that, and here in Cayman, I can't find nothing. I mean, the problem is with here is that we've had a few hurricanes or people lost a lot of stuff, and then during the cleaning phase, they dumped a lot of their old retro stuff away. Um, People here don't seem to care for the stuff, so. Okay, there's still a lot of solder in between, I mean, flux in between, but that will clean with the ultrasonic cleaner. What I'm really checking for is bridges. I don't think there are any. No. Nice and clean there. Nice. I gotta say that soldering that solder job came out beautiful. I mean, this is. I was worried about these chips, but they went on very, very good. I'm just pushing on some to see, just to make sure that they're stuck. Yeah. Well, good job there, I would say so myself. I now know my major problem is lack of magnification. Couple things: magnification, comfort, tranquility, and confidence in yourself. And another one is high heat. My iron is at 380, 390 Celsius, okay? Don't come in here and do this with actually 300, 320. Okay, that solder is not, it is not liquefied enough and it doesn't move fast enough. If you're gonna be if you're gonna be dragging, if you're gonna be dragging if you're gonna be drag soldering like actually this, you need heat. 2 degrees Celsius. Well, you're nice and cool there, boy. Oh, I would love some. I would love some actually winter. Now, I don't know Australia geography too much. Taz is on the south side, right? I want to look at a picture of the board from the great website from Bruce Rain, Branca's Creation, for me to see the orientation of the CPU. Okay, all right, I got that. Let me pull up here. Tasmania, Australia. All right, give me a map. I need to see where I need to see where you're at. Oh, so Tasmania is like the island that's off the coast there, off the south coast, right off of us, right across Melbourne. Wow, you are south. You are way down there. My hands are sticky. I'm cleaning them up. Oof. But I got a paper cut on my finger, and oh, that alcohol in there, certain. All right, CPU time. Let's see how you look. All legs look good. Let's get the CPU put on here, shall we? Same thing. I have those 2 diodes from the bottom side too that I need to transfer. All right, now the same thing here, okay? I'm not gonna worry about the other 3 corners. I only want to deal with this corner right now, okay? So I'll put a little bit of solder on my iron tip. I'm gonna heat up the flux so I can see. All right, now I want to center these pins on the pad and these, so about right there. So all I'm gonna do is tack that one and tack that one. That's it. Okay, so I have this corner done. Now I go to the opposite corner. So I turn the board 90 degrees. Well, is that 90? No, that's 180. Okay, and I come to this far corner now. Okay, now I did this corner over here. Now I come diagonally and do this one. Okay, and the same thing. I want to heat up the flux a little bit so I can see through it. I don't want to touch any of the metal, because if I touch any of it, the solder will move to that chip. You see, like it did there. See, it moved to that one when I was trying to clean up that solder. Well, lighten up that flux. Now I do got to put a little bit of tension on the chip. I got those two. So you see, once I soldered some more, it's a lot more stable now. You see that? Oh shoot, I'm sorry, you couldn't see what I was doing. See, it's a lot more stable now that I did those. Yeah, I can bet it's becoming warmer, boy. It came into Okay, so now I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do the same thing. I want to solder another leg, so I'm putting a little bit of tension on this. Okay, this chip is a bit harder because the thing is that the legs are so long and they're flexible. This chip is a lot more flexible. So now I'm just trying to get the other sides that I did not solder before. Try to get them to line up nicely. See, this one I didn't jump straight into drag soldering like I did with the other one, okay? Because again, like I said, these legs are longer. They have more play in them. They're more flexible, you see? I mean, I can still move this around pretty good. I'm not worried about the bridge right now. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so now that I have this pretty well, now I'm gonna start dragging. All right, I got all four corners pretty much held. And this time you notice I'm dragging on top of the legs because the legs are so long and flexible. See, if I just touch them, the actually bridges will actually come out. I am cleaning my tip quite often here. This one needs some more flux here because it's not coming out. See, as soon as you flux it, it'll come out. A lot of flux, okay? A lot of flux. Flux is your friend. All right, I think that side is pretty good. All right, let's get this other side. Beautiful. Ah, this is artwork, I tell you. Okay, now 3 sides. Uh, the other chip is pretty much like the first one that I did, so I'm not too worried about that one. This one is the one that is tricky. This one is the one. You can drag it too, or you can tap it like what I'm doing here, and I just got rid of that bridge that was there. You tap and the solder will flow under the pin and between the pin and the tab and the leg. All right, that's all 4 sides. I'm gonna give this a clean and we take a look and see. Steve, I really didn't think I would have this board done. I mean, I would be as far as I am with it because it's my first one. It's the first time I'm doing an IIci. I only have two of these reloaded boards. One is for my team member Jake. I have a board for him I need to do, but I never did it yet. And the other one's for you. I am gonna buy some more. I'm gonna order them myself. All right, so now I'm gonna bring the board off the edge of this table, or then I can. Y'all can see that? That side looks perfect to me. This side too. Y'all see anything? Are you using flux remover to clean? Yes, I do have a flux remover that I use, that I transfer from the bigger bottle into the smaller bottles. I can then just spray a little bit on the item. But in my ultrasonic cleaner also I have a different flux remover. I just bought a case of that. I mean, it was like 200 and some dollars. Dog begging for food here. I may have to go feed him soon. Beautiful work. Oh my God. Okay, now can I spill my guts? It's the first time I've done an IIci chip like actually this. First time I've done one. That I've done a CPU like actually this with the actually legs like actually that. All right, one more to go. This is the MDU chip. Mm. That just fell on the floor. Let's hope I didn't bend any legs. A little bit. I can bend those back. Okay. When I solder it, it will bend back. Oh shit. I'm gonna get rid of some of its flux so it's not so sticky, because that's why it fell on the floor, because it got stuck on my hand and my fingers. Um, I don't know about chemicals for you. I mean, I buy this off of Amazon, so maybe the Amazon that you can use has it. I have a hard time getting liquids and that into Cayman also, because remember, I'm an island, same as you. When I send liquids to my actually forwarder in Miami, they also do actually ocean freight. So then they have to send that by ocean to me. But the flux remover that I use on my bench, I buy that from Amazon. And when I'm in Florida and I go to the house there, I bring that with me in my suitcase because it's packed very good by actually Amazon. So then I just bring it that way. All right, let's do this one. Even flux like this type of flux. Um, I normally send that to the house in Florida, and I bring it with me in my suitcase. That chip sits on there nicely. Folks, I'm gonna put down the mic for 1 minute. Let me go give this dog some food because he's like pacing and looking at me. He's hungry. Just give me 2 or 3 minutes, guys. Back. Hey there, Rudy. How are you? Sorry, I was away. I was busy feeding the dog. So I came back now. So, what's up? I am working still on this 2CI board that I started earlier. I'm soldering the last chip right now. Yay, the last chip. I also took the opportunity of no microphone to go to the restroom. So I am determined. I am determined to get this board to a turn on state tonight. Okay, so again with this one, I'm only going to worry about this corner. I'm good centered there. Good centered here. All right, now I'm going to turn it to the other corner. The opposite corner, the one I just did. And I'm going to repeat the process. Okay, I think this is the corner that I dropped. So I want to straighten that leg up a little bit. Dog, you already finished eating all your food? Oh my God. Not worried about that bridge. I'll take it out. There, it's out. Okay. First side done. Let's do the other side. Now I just spin it and do each side one by one. Who's here? Cool. What happened to is a remake board? Yes, this is a reloaded Max One ZZZ. That guy from UK, the same one that did the actually tech steps. He did them, and these boards are known to work. And so I bought two from him. He has not released the Gerbers yet, as far as I know. He's the same one that did the LC, well, all three LCs. Did the Plus, and some other ones. But on a lot of ones that he did, there's just a trace, so there's no bomb and no pick and place file. So it makes it hard to get it with all of the bird seed on it. But this one he did do a PMP and bomb. Don't go as often as I used to. It's about a seven. I can imagine that's about a 7 hour ferry ride. Or I thought Australia is so upscale they would use the super fast ferries. Or is that Canada? Rudy, that's Steve. This board is his. Oh, that I'm doing here. This board is so stinky. So beautiful to watch solder flow and how it goes. It knows where to go and sticks and holds. I have a bridge here. Yep. Okay. That one is on. Let me brush it here with a clean. And Rudy, this is my first IIci reloaded that I'm doing. I guess having done over 50 SE30s. I use, let me bring it up anyway, because I need to fill up my two actually little bottles. They're empty. Okay. I use this guy. And I buy this off of Amazon. All right. 4140A flux remover. That's it. It comes packed very good from Amazon in a box with foam, and then the bottle is also wrapped and sealed in a very, very tough plastic. I mean, I bring this with me on this airplane. It's packed in my luggage, but I bring it with me that way. Now, the one for my ultrasonic cleaner, I buy that in a much larger quantity. I buy those in gallon bottles, and I have a case coming. That's actually 4 gallons. All right, coffee finished. All right, let's go back to the board. All right, let's see how that solder work is. Don't mind the dog making the noise. He's playing. He's happy now that he eats. I hope you all can see this okay. I'm just making sure the legs are soldered on good and there's no bridges anywhere. All right. Dropping things all over the place. Those things in between is not solder, it's the flux. Shoot, man. I pack it in my suitcase and just send it down. I mean, if you can't carry liquids in your suitcase, I mean, where do you put your other necessity liquids? I mean, I can't take it up in the cabin, no. But in my luggage that I check in, yes. So, okay, those three chips are on, guys. The one, did I check this one too? This was the one that I did first, and then I had to take it off because I put it on the wrong orientation. Ultrasonic cleaner will give this board a much better look. All right, so here's where I am with this board. All right, so what do I need for power? ROM socket, RAM, that's what I need now, and then these other two crystals. I have DB15s, but where did I put them? Where did I put my DB15s for this? Because I'll need that for video. Well, I don't really need to hear video yet. As long as I get a chime, I'm okay. It's working. All right, let me get a ROM socket. Where are my DB25s? I have no idea where I have them because I never had to use one yet. Only little bottles are allowed on the plane. I mean, even in your checked baggage. I mean, I don't bring a gallon, no, but I bring that one you saw of the flux remover on the plane with me. I'm not talking, I'm just focused on this, and I'm hungry. Okay. All right, that one is in. Let's see what's going on here. A phone call. Okay, that was the last message. Yeah, I saw that. Um, this power connector, I have it here, so we can put that in. No, I don't want to put that in yet, that's too high. Alright, let me see what I'm gonna do about these crystals. I know I have a lot of crystals down here. I need to find the ones that I need. Um, the 32s is the one that was by the RTC. Okay. The other one I need to take from the old board because I don't have that as a barrel. This is that sucker right there. Okay, where are you? The board is so big. I have to, a lot of movement of the microscope. All right, that one is on. What else do I need to put right now? Let me get these capacitors. 3 220, no, 3 470s and 1 220. That's it for my 470s. I need to order those and have them come in while I'm away. Boy, it's a tight fit. All right, this is my 220. What sort of internet connections you get there? Our internet's very good here. We have, I mean, I've got fiber to the house. Um, Fiber's just about everywhere. And we have there's like 4 different submersible cables in the sea that service Cayman. So we're pretty good here with internet. We have to be because remember Cayman is one of the largest banking locations in the world. I mean, here's where all the politicians keep all their money, right? I probably don't need these caps for it to power on, but well, yeah, I do. Well, no, not really. I mean, these just help condition the power lock. The It doesn't make any of the rails; it just conditions it. And now I got to put a little bit of solder on there from the bottom side. We can zoom out some. Ah, no wonder my soldering iron came unplugged. I wonder why that wasn't melting. All right, let's cut these. All right, what else is a must? I still need that crystal and those two diodes from the bottom side, the memory. All right, I got some things here to take off of this old board. I need to get these two diodes from here. Solder those on. Right there. Need some thinner tweezers. Line them up. Okay, those two are on. What else do I need to steal? Um, see where you are. You're right there. I'd rather take that out with the wick. Same thing with the other item. These two items I want to take out with solder iron and wick. I don't want to take them out with hot air, because hot air has a tendency of damaging these IIci crystals. These oscillators that I need here. Alright, it was what was going on here. I put one of those, the backwards ones, so yeah. Shows you what can be done, seeing as there's only two interconnectors to the mainland from here. I'm 50 kilometers from large city. And I can have 4G mobile or satellite. Oh no, we have, oh God, we have very good speeds too. I mean, it is fiber directly to house. It is expensive. I do gotta say that. I mean, for my mobile phone and internet, I have unlimited mobile phone data. And the fiber internet, and I have the middle range package. I pay 250 of our money. Okay, so that's for the cell phone and internet. Okay, it fell out. The other thing I need is up here. And our money is $1 of our money is $1.25 US. The reason why I gotta use the old one here is because I don't have these in this type. I have them in a surface mount. And then the other thing is the audio jack up here. I hear more thunder outside. Time is it? 8:30. Okay. I thought I had them up here. Where did they go? Or did I not take them off of that other SC30 yet? It looks like I didn't take them off. I don't need it for me to test, okay? I do need one more thing. White. But it'll fall through completely. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that the other way. That's straight enough. Almost there, almost there. All right, now, this one. This power thing that I took off. Good enough. Solder that quick. Now you're saying I need RAM sockets, but remember, if I don't put RAM, I should get a tone, right? I should get a SADMAC. Or y'all want me to put in RAM so we can see blink. I mean, without RAM, we should still get a SADMAC, so. Should we not? The axials are in. I put them in. There they are. Yeah, I want to get Starlink, but it's not authorized yet for Cayman. Wonder why. um, wonder why. I would love to have Starlink, but I don't think Starlink give me the speed, and the price would end up costing me more. But the advantage with Starlink is, okay, if we have a hurricane or we have a power outage, if we have a power outage in my area here, internet goes down because it's all fiber. So every so many miles, there's a big cabinet, and it needs power. So if the power goes down at those cabinet switches, all the fiber that is powered from there is down, right? So um, because at my house, I have a full size generator that is big enough for the entire house. So if I lose power, my generator, I can turn it on and I'm still okay. But the internet line is down. I don't get internet. But with actually Starlink, I would. So okay, so I don't need battery. These are all extras here. They're not needed. They're already filled. This is if you're using the other RTC chip and another type of crystal. ROM, I'm not worried about it because I'm going to use ROM from over here. This I don't need to connect because on the main board it's not connected. These are floppy and SCSI. I don't need them right now. This is for a different ADB. Okay. I could connect serial. I mean SCSI and ADB. I mean sorry floppy. I need to straighten up one leg here. These two go here. The DB15 for the video I need to take off of the other board. These here I'm not worried about. I have new ones for the audio. This I don't need right now because that's a filter. That's an inductor for the ADB. So not worried about that right now. Expansion ports I don't need. This was never filled. Memory I don't need. These two switches I don't need. So this is practically ready. So we could technically see. Ooh, we could technically see if we get some sort of life out of this. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is the bare minimum I need to power this up. So all I need is a Raminator. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot more speed than that on my fiber. I mean, let me see. What is it? Speedtest.com? Speedtest.net. Although right now I am streaming, so remember that, but it's still, it should. Okay, so with the streaming right now, I'm getting 100 down and 60 up. I don't know what's. Let me see here. Yeah, you see, I'm supposed to be 1,000 megabits down, a megabyte down, and 500 up. But remember, I'm busy streaming right now, so. Anyway, yeah, so that's what my package is supposed to be. All right, so do we test this board? This board? Here it goes. What is here it goes? Yeah, it's a mix and match thing, you see. So that's why, I mean, my speed for what I'm paying blows out of the water Starlink. But Starlink is very good as a backup purposes, especially for when we get storm damage, and because a lot of the fiber on the island is up on poles, okay? Just along the main roads, the main trunks are underground, but then when it gets to like a neighborhood, it is up on poles, so it can go down. All right, so power, power, power. What am I using for power for this? Where's my black cable? Here's my black cable. Here's the power supply. I have power going into it. I haven't turned it on yet. Um, do it, Steve. Blow it. Come on, who's all here? Y'all ready to see what this thing powers on? And I hope I got everything on the way they should be. I have power light, but I don't have anything coming out of the speakers. It turns on. All right, let's take out the video port and from the old board. Put that on here so I can at least get video. At the same time, I'll solder on these other two. I don't have ROM plugged in yet. I don't have any ROM sockets even in 0.5. So I mean, I was going after the SAD Mac chime without memory. So and by using this here ROM, but it's not. So let me take the video out of this old board and I'll solder everything into the other one, and then we'll see what we get. Because then I can plug in Macometer, see what voltages I'm getting and everything. So we're gonna take out this video port because I need that. Hold on, folks. There's another call that came in. No, this is the Raminator. This one doesn't have LED on it. Okay. So let's get the socket off. Ah, rivets. Ay. With the rivets, I gotta bring out the big guns. I gotta bring out a drill. All right. It's on the drill. It's okay because I have it right here. This will just take 2 seconds here. And there's my socket. Okay. That ROM doesn't have it on it. This one has it on it, but this is not programmed right now. Oh, sorry. This ROM has the LED on it, but this one is not programmed for this machine. That's got different code on it. All right, let's put in all 3 of these sockets. That's freaking hot in my hand. Before I put it in, I need to make sure this rivet is out. Yeah, do a little bit more drilling. Okay, it's out. Believe me, I've done enough of these that I get those out all the time. Okay, this is the video one. This is the SCSI. I hope that same problem I was having, the other board did not transfer to this one. Because if it did, that means that it's a chip. And this is the floppy. Okay, so we have those on. Problem transferred. The same issue. But one of the first problems is that my voltages are very low. Look how low these are. These are too low, so the board's not going to power up. Mmm. This got very hot. That's a SCSI chip. Did I put it on wrong? No. Yes. It's on wrong. We'll switch that around. Let me give it a clean so you can see what I mean. I put it on the wrong way. At least that's a quick fix. You see, the notch is over here, so this corner should be over here. Oh, that's true. It does use that bank for actually video. I forgot about that, but that's okay. I mean, I should still get a chime. I should still get a chime, but with this chip in backwards, I'm not gonna get nothing because all the reset lines and everything are wrong on the chip. So. And this happens. I mean, this is. Hopefully, I didn't fry it. And And I think we better put some RAM in here, right? True about chime, yeah. You see, but I didn't have the speaker connected that time. But the fact that the chip is on wrong, I'm not even gonna get a chime. I'm not even gonna get nothing. It's not gonna. I could tell right away when my voltages were wrong. That's something. That's why you saw me touching chips. That was for me to see which ones were hot. You see, the notch is up here, so this chip needs to be like this, and I had it like this. So it needs to be like this. So we'll go put that on right now. Let me give this a little clean though. This chip is nice to solder on, so notch. Okay, over here. Ah, yeah. I'm getting hungry. Sorry if you can't see it. I can barely see this myself. Okay. Alright, before that, I want to check all of the chips. That's correct. That's correct. These I know are correct. That's correct. That's correct. 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 All right. I need to rivet that in. Test again. Still no chime. Maybe it needs, but you see my voltage is fixed up right away. Look at that. 4.92 and 11.7. I have that gray screen. I hope that it's not, I mean, I should have had a chime, right? Oh, I'm not gonna have a chime. Stupid ass me. Hold on. Can anyone figure out why I'm not gonna have a chime? Let's test why I'm not gonna have a chime. Anyone know? That's here. Come on, 0.5. You should know this. You should know this. I just need to find where I have those things. I thought I would have them in this. No, they're not in this bin. I bought those, but where did I put them? I may have to take the one off the old board. Can anyone guess why it's not chiming? 0.5, you're right. The audio jack, because the audio travels to the jack first, and in the jack is the connection that will then pump it to the speaker. Okay, so if you don't have the jack in, it never gets to the speaker. I know I bought new ones, but I don't know where I put them. So I'm going to take this one off of this board. I'm not going to use heat because it will melt this. This thing is plastic. You didn't know that, Rudy? All the Macs that have a jack like this, that's how they work. Of course, all the solder does not want to come out. Yeah, most audios work like I see that. I mean, it's not just the Macs. I mean, if you have a jack, because it needs to disconnect. No, I mean it needs to know that. Okay, got it. There she is. But at least the voltage improved right away. Because inside here is like a little slider. These, because I've taken them apart, there's like a little slider that when you put in the jack, that piece slides over and disconnects contact with the part that goes to the speaker, that sends the audio to the speaker. But all the other ones, like the SC30, the SE, all of those that have a headphone jack work the same way. If you don't have that jack on there, you're not going to get anything. And I wonder if he has it going to that inductor also. No. You see, you can easily see that, look, because here, let's go follow this here trace. Okay, we see it coming out, right? And this is gonna follow and go all the way up here. Yeah, you see, it's all running all along there, all the way up here, and goes to the audio jack. Okay. So we have some great educational sessions here on my streams, right? Yes, you can short across. Like on the SE30, I know you can short number 2 and 5, and um, you get the same thing, right? But on these, I don't know what it is. And on Bowles' board, he even made that you on Bowles' purple boards. Okay, like here, I can short pin 2 and 5, and it will bypass it. But he made a pad. He made some pads here that you can put a solder bridge on, and it does the same thing. But I don't know if we're still gonna get it. Let's see. No. Okay, so I'm getting different color screens. Like I had a pink one before, a gray one, and now I just had a blue one. So we're gonna put in some RAM in this. We're gonna put in some sockets now. But I want to try something about sockets. I just gotta find something, so give me a minute here. Oh, I just found my audio jacks that I was just looking for. Okay, what I wanted to do is not going to work. That's not sharp. Uh, all right, right now I'm only going to put 4 in here, but I need to straighten up these pins. These pins got very bent. Pulling them out, that's... You expect for something that's 30, 40 years old. One, those are good. This one has one that's bent. Okay, let's put in some RAM sockets on this board. Yeah, you find it when you least need it. Now we're gonna solder 2. Oh boy. A little bit high. Good. Next socket. Next one. Just fell. Okay, let's hit all of these now. Sorry that I thought y'all had scope view. I'm sorry. Quickly solder 120 pins here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, 120 done. Oh, Rudy, you gone? All right. Have a good night. Sorry I didn't see it earlier. Okay. All right. So, wow, memory going in. I'm wondering if I'm missing anything that needs to be here for this to work. Maybe I'm just forgetting something. I don't think so. I think everything got moved. I have an inductor there that's missing. I have an inductor there that's missing. Luckily, I have some sitting right here. Where was it? L13 right here. Look, that's missing. It fell off. But I have some right here that I can put on. These are from a IIci 30. These can prevent the board from powering up because they block the power from going. Let me see if anything else is missing. Everything else is there. They can come loose. I mean, it happens. Aren't you the one that said universal law of lost items? Well, this is universal law of shit happens. uh, we have blinking RAM. Look at that. Look at that. I don't have audio yet, though. I have green screen. I mean, I have a green light on it, but it's not syncing up. But at least I have. Hey, Dave, how are you there? All right, now I have another problem here too. I can probably use an old one. Yeah, an old one can fit. I mean, we have life on the RAM, and I didn't have that before. But I'm getting that same screen problem. getting that same gray screen. Although here I'm getting some life out of RAM. I mean, at least RAM is trying to fire up. Wait a minute, did I not someone who was it? No, but I think I put that on the 4 meg on this one. I think this is the stock ROM for this. I'm getting a click here, but I'm not getting. Yeah, see, the problem transferred somewhat. I mean, I do have blink and RAM, which is good because I didn't have that before. But the problem with the screen stuff is still here, meaning I get a screen that looks like this. See, this time it looks like actually that. See, yeah, I see it's looking the same. Let me change the ROM here. And now it's like a greenish. Well, right now it's solid green. And people have said that, I mean, I think you yourself, I mean, you had something similar to this because I read your messages on, I think on 68 or on Tinker, that you changed the ADB and then that solved this. But my voltages are good and strong. Okay, so as the video is not initiating, so I mean, that's the thing. Could it be these 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 buffers here for the RAM? I mean, it could be, or could it be this is the actually MDU, and all the RAM goes through here. But I'm getting blinking at least. With the other one, I did not get blinking before. Yeah, it could be other things because remember that this is the original ADB that was on this board, and I took it off of the original and put a different one. But now when I was wearing this, I put the original back on, so I could try this one. Yeah, I plugged in a SCSI to see if it would boot. Let's take out this ADB and I'll put on the other one. Okay, let me take the one off of the other board now. I can always message Max also and see what input he may give me. UK, they'll be waking up pretty soon. Okay. Before I will solder that on though, I want to look at the video chip and see. If I have any breakers or anything. Video, this is you. It's not a bridge, but people might think it is. Oh, sorry, that's a SCSI. No, the board is wrong. Okay, folks, this says SCSI, but it's really it's really the ADV chip because here's see they're backwards. Just checking the rest of my solder work here. All right, let's put on that ADB and then we'll see what it does. Hold on here. Okay, let me see what you said here. I was getting a chime, so it could be something before the ADB in the ROM startup procedure. The article explains the ROM startup procedure you have to create. Oh yeah, well I already created an account on that, and I've got that document. I saved it as a PDF. I saved it as a PDF, so but you see, I don't know if not having the original ROMs in, using the ROM sim, if there's still something there that should be. I don't know. It's I've never tried it with the ROMs completely out. You see. All right, where's my notch? Over here. Oh, this is one of those problem child's chips. Not much of the pads to see or to solder. I have a bridge. None of those took. This thing's gonna get the best of me. I should have done this with IIci. Put it back the IIci hot air method. Right, that side is on. Oh boy, this board is so big for this. It's way out of focus for me too, but I'm just throwing this on there. That's holding. Smell. Melting the power plug. All right, let's see what we got. Good. 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 Great. All right, we're on there. Let's test. If there's no come up, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night because I'm tired and I haven't eaten yet. Let's see, where are we? All right, here. What was saying something? SEC is before ADB. Okay, good point. SEC, then VIA, then Chime. So, all right, okay, it could be. Well, that's why you saw me check the SEC and the VIA, but I'm not gonna worry about SCSI right now. Okay, we're ready. Oh boy. Oh boy. Y'all want to see what I'm getting now? Wait a second. Wow. What was that? But I'm not getting the question mark. I might have fried that SCSI chip. Oh, you think speaker's not connected? Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all are sitting sideways. Not getting audio. Ah! I just had that gray screen. I just had the boot screen. There's a flaky chip on here. You see? Something flaky on here. I mean, it's... Ah, I got chime that time. But you see, and then it goes to there, then it does this again. I think I need to give it a cleaning and run it through the ultrasonic tomorrow. We're supposed to have sunshine tomorrow. But you see, I'm not going nowhere else. Let me try those other ROMs instead of the Raminator. I don't remember which one I programmed. I think it was this blue one. See, I didn't get chime this time, and I went back to that screen. Look at the green one that I programmed. I don't remember which one I programmed. I don't think it was one with a LED. Yeah, I'm getting that screen again. This time I got the chime. Alright, I think I need to put in the original ROMs. I'm gonna socket it so it'll be easy to work with. But it's strange that when it wants to boot SCSI, the screen recycles and it resets. I might have fried that SCSI chip. No, I got the bigness of wire prompt this time. But it's staying there a very long time. Let me do a reset. Oh, I didn't even want to do a full reset. And now I'm not getting the chime. It could be that I fried that SCSI chip, and that's causing problems now. You see, it's not coming. Even though I had chime, I'm not getting the screen this time. Yeah, it could be a bad connection somewhere. But I've been checking all my soldering. That's why I want to clean the board, I think. I'm not gonna mess around. I don't want to do too much more that I mess it up. I mean, we have a good voltage. We know we have some sign of life. I think it was the blue ROM I did. So we have some sign of life with it, and I still want to put in the ROMs. I want to put in the original ROMs. I need to take them off the old board and see. But I want to run this through the ultrasonic cleaner. I mean, if you really look at it, it's very sticky and there's stuff everywhere, and there could be some actually flakes sticking somewhere that's causing a little short here and there. And so, and I think that will give it a very good cleaning. And then after that, I can go on with it. What I'll do is I'll turn on the ultrasonic cleaner from actually tonight, and then when I wake up in the morning, it'll be nice and hot. Then I let the board soak in there for like 20 minutes. With it soaking, um, it will loosen up a lot of the stuff, and then I turn on the ultrasonic cleaner and actually let it run. Trying to see if there's anything that I might have put on wrong. You never know. Like I did. I mean, remember I had the SCSI chip on backwards, and then I went and put this one on backwards too at first. But at least these are not overheating. I mean, they're not. So, but anyway, folks, what y'all think? Rivet flakes could be. It could be anything could be stuck somewhere. I mean, it could be this actually F4. It could be this. The legs were a bit shaky, and you're talking about flake. I just found one here. I don't know. So could be all sorts of stuff. I mean, could be a solder bridge I have somewhere that is not on memory on ROM. So it could be all sorts of stuff. Yes, yes, Dave. This was a hard work. This was a board that I started today. It's my first 2CI I've ever done, and I mean, it's we're getting some actually life out of it. And I mean, um, the main thing was, remember, guys, some of you that were here when I first started this board, I was like, are we gonna have actually lights? Are we gonna have life out of it on the first go? And we did. That the actually LED came on, and then the RAMs also came on. So we had some life. It wasn't the perfect life that I wanted, but at least we had some come out of it. So, but anyway, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I'm tired. It is 10:06 here, and I still need to eat something. I think I'm gonna make a sandwich or something and eat, and that's it for me for tonight. I'll turn on the ultrasonic so that this can go in it, and um, we'll we'll see what it does tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I do need to run out for a few minutes, so I won't be starting a stream too early. Possibly around 10 o'clock, maybe. So I'm finishing up my laundry and that for me to do my stuff. I got to, given what you found on the old board with junk on the flux, a good cleaning might be the answer. Yeah, yeah. All right, Dave. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. I know there's a 2 hour difference between us, but it's a challenge, but something is happening. It will work. Thanks, Will. Yeah, Steve. I'm sure I'll figure this out. It's better life on this one than the old one, and the old one had a hell of a lot of trace damage. That looked very rough. I'm gonna finish putting. I think before I clean it though, I'm gonna solder some more things on. I'll probably solder in the sockets for the ROM, solder in the ADB and the serial connectors back here. Um, I'll probably finish a little bit of soldering on it, and then that way, when I clean it, then I don't really have any more soldering. The only thing I can't put on right now are these guys here because I need to take them off of the other board. Okay, the sockets I have. I hope I have these bigger ones. I should. So then we can do. So I'll finish putting on most of the stuff that I can before I clean it. That way, it's all nice and clean, and we'll go from there. So, folks, thank you again. I am gonna call it a night now. I'm tired. Do that like for me. Spread the word around. I'm trying to get my subs up. So, 2 people joined today. So it's getting up there. So, anyway, folks, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.